We apologize for the technical difficulties. Audio has been restored. We really did not have audio, so hopefully I have been told that it's back. Everything is working as it should, although I'm apparently still having some issues getting into the game. Qualifying will be starting right up. We'll talk about the point standings for each driver as they qualify. As we just wait for qualifying to start, waiting for everyone to get into the game, and waiting for my game to respond. All right, there we go. Welcome everybody to New Hampshire, race number 8 of the AIRL Sunoco Cup Series season. Getting kind of away through the rest of the season. As we get ready for qualifying, everyone going to get spawned in their cars. A new ID system has been put in place, so the schemes are now up to the drivers. You don't have to get it approved or anything. You just input your own scheme into these cars, and then you'll drive whatever car you want. That will be heavily watched, and there will be heavy penalties for those that do not follow. As we take a look at Saints, currently lined up right in front of Alpha as we get ready to start this one. Very excited. If you remember last season, with the strategy that Evento had with Coma, it was Evento who did a legendary undercut, had over 10 or so seconds. Had over 10 seconds on Coma, and unfortunately for Evento there at the end, just not able. They had a lag spike, caused overtime, and Coma ended up taking the win. It was a very fun, kind of boring through the middle of the race, but definitely a fun race all around. Very excited to what is Saints doing? All right, but very excited to come back to New Hampshire. Got a lot of new talent in the league since last season. A lot of more people since last season. So Saints will go out on track. He'll be the first one to qualify. Jackson will be up next. I haven't seen Jackson in a while, actually. So that'll be fun to see. So let's talk about point standings in terms of Saints. One at Tsukuba. So doing pretty well right now, sitting 6th in points with that one win. 3 top 3s, 4 top 5s on the season, and sitting at 99 points. So sitting very comfortably is Saints. Why is my cursor on? First lap for Saints, a 28.817. Saints part of Good Smile Racing. That's Avento's team. Second lap at 28.729, much faster. As we look at Jackson. Jackson winning last week. Very promising start to their season, even though he's part-time. Only has 2 starts, and both have been in the top 3. With that win, sitting right now 11th in points, 1 spot below Pink at 61 points. Jackson's second lap, no improvement. It will stay in second with a 28.896. Let's see who is next. It looks like it is Saturn who is up next. Sorry about that. Saturn currently sitting second in points. Had a strong run last week. Sorry, not last week. 2 weeks ago. Forgot about Labor Day. Slurring over my words a lot tonight. Had a good finish. Currently sitting second in points with his single win in the season. 28.833. His final time. Here's a name we haven't been able to see all season. Casey, the actual driver of the 12, trying to get in a couple of the races, just has had bad luck and I believe other issues. Casey, part of MDK Racing. That's Morwam's team. 29.046, 2/10 off of what we'll probably call normal speed for Casey. NPC up next. A bit of a different car tonight. NPC currently sitting 17th in points. Was recently signed to be full-time in the Sunoco Cup Series. Second lap for NPC will be a 28.967. TCT up next. Part of S-Rank Motorsports, currently sitting, third in points with his 1 win. That was the season opener at Daytona. 123 points. 3 top 5s, and they've all been podiums. Recently found out that he was kind of taking the track wrong, and it's been a lot faster and more consistent ever since he has fixed it. First lap was a 28.850, and that will be his final time. CH Fan up next. Running a Mobile 1 88 for Good Smile Racing. Unfortunately, Avento not able to make it tonight. Has a party. CH Fan was talked quite a bit about before. Rockingham currently sitting 7th in points, past Bede, who's kind of dropped down significantly in the last couple of races. Used to be up in the top 5, now sitting in 8th. But for CH Fan is on the up and up from a slow start to the season. Still not quite in the top 5, sitting behind Saints in 7th, his teammate, with his only 1 podium. I have to hope CH Fan finds a little bit more speed. First lap, a 28.883 puts him in provisional 4th place. Ginty, I did some laps as well, I guess. I totally missed that. A 29.067 for Ginty. He'll be put at the bottom. CH Fan's second lap. See if there's any improvement. No improvement. Still stays provisionally in 4th. Bede up next. like we said, Beat kind of off to had a good start to the season. Oh my goodness, I'm having a stroke. Beat had a good start to the season, but has been slowly dropping down and down in the points. First lap is quite off on in terms of time, at 29.1. But Beat currently sitting 8th in points with 83 points. Only 2 top 5s. Second lap a lot better, 28.917. Not a great spot to be, but definitely not bad. Top. Back in the McDonald's car already, off to a good start, 28.863. For JR Racing, that team gaining a lot of traction as of late. And Top currently rounding out the top 5 in points. Being very consistent, very fast rookie this season. 3 top 5s, no podiums yet, but 1 is sure to come. And Top will be provisionally 4th. Dark up next. Just having a slow start to the season. Had a little bit of a resurgence at Tsukuba, and I believe at Kansas was up front for a little bit. A few Hondas in the field. Oh, I forgot that Coma was on track. Oh, so Coma. Wow, Coma will not be taking pole. 28.750 was the best he could do. It's so confusing when there's 2 cars on track. I apologize for that. Dark at 29.133. We will not be going into last chance qualifiers, because we have exactly 13 cars. Krieger, the last car to qualify. But Coma will not be getting pole. He is just a few hundredths off of pole. If you watch Dark, let's see if Dark can maybe get a better time. And Dark indeed does. Goes up to provisional 10th place. And last but not least, Krieger in a Milwaukee car. First lap is Alpha. First lap is a 29.029. Not the fastest lap from Krieger, who's currently sitting 4th in points, right in front of Top. Only 8 points separate him from Top. Wasn't too confident in the race tonight. No improvement on that second lap. Oh no, we will have last chance qualifiers. At the last moment, Pink has showed up. And so we will, in fact, have last chance qualifiers. 1 driver will not make it to the race right now in the hot seats. It's going to be, in the hot seat is Dark. Krieger, Casey, and Ginty are currently in last chance qualifiers. We'll see where Pink goes. And actually, no, sorry, Krieger might be on the hot seat. I can't quite remember. I know 4 drivers will be in the last chance qualifiers. Just don't know where that cut line is. Pink currently safe. Not a great spot. 10th place, 28.979. Might want to find a little bit more speed. But Dark, Krieger, Casey, and Ginty will be in last chance qualifiers. Can Pink find some speed to maybe get himself a better spot here? 1 more corner to go. Pink improves the 9th. 28.933. Final time for Pink. There is your results. Let me get a quick screenshot of this. So Alpha can't take it away from me. Saints will take pole from a stunning lap from him. It's just a few hundreds faster than Coma. Only 2 drivers getting into the 28.7 range. And that will be Saints' first pole of the season. So congratulations to the Saints. Last chance qualifiers will be starting up momentarily. There we go. We put up the board there. Krieger will be first to go out for last chance qualifiers. One driver will not make it. Oh, Krieger, huge leg spike on his first lap. Stops in turn 2. He'll most likely get a redo as Dark goes on by, and he'll start his lap. Krieger still stopped in turn 2. So we might have to restart how this works. Krieger just pacing on the back straightaway. See how this works. Looks like they're gonna just let Casey go. So Casey will be the first one to qualify for last chance qualifiers. First lap for Casey. Let's see what he can do. I said where in the points Casey was. Only because there's been zero starts for Casey this season. Currently sitting 24th in points. But late to the party. First lap for Casey. A 28.863. One lap to go for the 12. Second lap for Casey. Any improvement? 28.863. No. 28 will be the first time. Let's see what Dark can do. He's been kind of struggling on times. Oh, actually, may not be the next car. That is the next car. This is so confusing how this is all laid out. Dark kind of been struggling to find speed here at New Hampshire. A 28.950 first lap from the 29. And after qualifying is finished, there'll be a 5-minute break. We'll get all the drivers lined up. Good to hear the Packers are doing well. It is the first week of the NFL. First NFL Sunday. A lot of games going on tonight. Dark, a 8.9 is going to be the final time. All he can pull. Genty, not any faster, a 28.979. Have to find some more speed here. Ooh, real wide out of turn 4. No improvement. Ginty now on the hot seat. Krieger, the deciding factor on whether Ginty makes it into the race or not. First lap. Knocks him out. Krieger is going to make it in. Ginty is eliminated. Will not race New Hampshire tonight. A full field. That's something we didn't see last season. Any improvement on the second lap? No improvement. So, Casey, Dark, and Krieger make up 11th, 12th, and 13th. Ginty is knocked out. That concludes qualifying. Got to get used to these new buttons. Thank you. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. And we will get ready for the race. Stay tuned. Some fun racing is coming up next. AC Dark. We bring you right back. Yummy is qualifying. How about that? So qualifying not quite over. I apologize. But qualifying's not over. Yummy's going on track, and he's going to put in a couple laps. This will count. Yummy is signed part-time to D1. He drives the 98. This car was originally made for William. That's why it says William on the name bar. But if Yummy can get a time, and it will count, it will knock out Krieger. Now, if Yummy can't get a time better than a 28.950, Krieger stays in. Yummy won't be able to race, but this is huge. Krieger, if he does not show up to this race, we'll lose top 5 and we'll lose 4th place in points. Top will gain another spot, and possibly Krieger could lose a little bit more in the point standings. I mean, Saints is right there, not too far behind as well. First lap from Yummy, a 29.4, so not looking too promising here. At least for the start of this. Maybe he can pull something. Final lap for Yummy. Needs to gain 5.5 tenths. And doesn't get it. So Krieger will stay in. Yummy will, unfortunately for him, not race here at New Hampshire. Doesn't even have a number. So we'll be right back. Again, that 5-minute counter is still going down. We'll be right back with the actual race in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome everybody back to New Hampshire Motor Speedway as we get ready for race number 8 of the AIRL Sunoco Cup Series season. Everyone getting lined up on the back straightaway. As you can see here, Saints taking pole and Coma on the outside as we get everything all set up and ready to go. We again welcome you to race number 8. Very interesting in terms of point standings right now. Saturn is slowly catching up to Coma, but he's only gaining bit by bit. So I'll keep an eye on the leaders in terms of points. Let's go over your starting lineup. And now there's a little bit of an error on the starting lineup. I apologize, but we'll explain it when we get to it. On the front row, Saints getting his first pole of the season, and Coma on the outside. Very fast here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Not too surprised to see him on the front row. S-Ring Motorsports making up row number 2 with Saturn on the inside, looking for his second win. And TCT also looking for that second win. Only win was at Daytona. Row 3, top of the hour, rounding out the top 5. And CH Fan starting in a pretty good spot. Oh. Saints died. Unfortunate for Saints. Row 4 makes up our last race winner, Jackson and Bede. Bede needing a little bit of a better finish this week. It's kind of starting to fall in the point standings. Row 5, Pink on the inside, and this is where the discrepancy is. NPC unfortunately not able to make it, and so I believe Casey will be on the outside. And then Dark will make up the inside of row 6. Krieger on the outside. And then rounding out the field will be Ginty, not Krieger. Ginty will be rounding out the field. And that's why Yummy ended up going. Because NPC unfortunately not able to make it. So Yummy's like, all right, I'll knock out Ginty. And unfortunately for Yummy, not able to do it. Luckily for Ginty, able to keep his time. But it was pretty close as we continue to look through the field. We'll try to get Ginty, I guess, in his car. An NPC not able to make it. That moves everyone behind up one spot. This Yummy is, very eager to get this one going. Caution lights are on. That means that's good. Take a look at our race analysis for tonight. 130 miles, 130 laps. They're going to keep going, even though... Oh. Is there anyone in that 23 car? No, no one's in... Saints is not... I don't know why they're pacing, but 130 miles, 130 laps, 35 to 45 is what we're expecting for our pit window. I think drivers can make it a little bit longer than that. I mean, it's potentially up to maybe 50 or 70 laps. It's just depending on what team and what strategy they're all going for. The cautions, of course, will play into that. And pit speed is 75 studs per second, as I guess they're just going to move everybody up a spot. Alpha said that he wasn't going to wait on Saints, so Saturn will get moved up to the pole spot. Pace car will head in this time. As we get ready for race number 8. Saints just now pulling off of pit road. Yummy, our pace car driver, pulls it in. Saturn on the inside, Coma on the outside. We are underway here at New Hampshire. Coma off to an awesome start as they're 4 wide mid-pack. First lap led by Coma. Saturn holds on the P2 as there's still 4 wide back here in the middle to rear of the pack. Quite the chaotic start. CH-Fan battling for second place with Saturn. CH-Fan on the inside all the way down on that blue line on the apron. It's TCT. Top also try to get on by. CH-Fan just a little bit past. Trying to work that outside lane now. Top on the inside. Trying to take second place away. See what they can do in 3 and 4. Dark up in the top 6. They're 3 wide for second place. Top all the way on the bottom is going to come up and take P2. H-Fan and TCT still battling right behind for third. Whoa, here comes Jackson flying in. I believe that was with Krieger. Both of them just flew in, made it 4 wide in turn 1. They calmed down. As KC also kind of trying to get some spots here in the middle of the pack. TCT will hold on to third place. CH-Fan following in right behind. We complete our first 5 laps of the race. Coma already pulling away. 1.5 seconds of a gap to top. Top in practice was one of the few cars Coma was battling with, and unfortunately Saints just wasn't up front, wasn't there at the start of this race. Alpha not willing to wait for him. Saints still not back in the game. Saturn on the rear bumper. Trying to take away 4th place away from CH-Fan. TCT went a little bit wide, let that door open for CH-Fan, who's going to try to take 3rd place away out of turn 4. Side by side coming across the line. I don't even know who would have gotten it as they crossed the line. Saturn shot to the back of the 88. Runs down on the inside, trying to pass 2 cars at once here through 1 and 2. Saturn apologizes to CH-Fan, who does in fact take 3rd place. TCT back down to 5th. As Krieger closing in. We can take a look at that beautiful Milwaukee car. S-Rank Motorsports getting a graphic designer. A whole lot better than whatever I could do. I peaked with Coma's car. TCT way out wide. Krieger will take advantage, actually drives TCT a little bit more out wide. Saturn CH-Fan battling for 3rd place as TCT and Krieger battle for 5th place. Top starting to pull away from this pack, I'd say. He's slowly catching up to Coma, but it is slight. CH-Fan holding the spot. TCT kind of sending himself there on the inside and take the spot from Krieger. Jackson's starting to catch up to this front group as most of the field goes single file down the back straightaway. Jackson picking up a spot here on Krieger. Let's talk a little bit more about Jackson. Part-time in that 67 for Good Smile Racing. And it's just in the 2 races has been one to fear, I'd say. Extremely fast last week. Not last week, but last race at Rockingham. With that battle with Saturn, I believe. Did extremely well, was very fast. And in Auto Club, a lot of people consider Jackson a weapon at Auto Club, but, I mean, it's just Auto Club. Also had a good finish there. I believe it was on the podium. So even though Jackson part-time, making a big impact here on the Sunoco Cup Series. Now puts the nose down on Krieger to take 5th place away, or sorry, 6th place away. Pink helping out as S-Rank Motorsports teammate on the outside. Is going to take that spot right back. CH Van dealing with pressure himself. TCT on the inside. Saturn able to get by and take 3rd place away. TCT going to be battling back with the 88. Looking there on the inside. Right on board with the 88. Oops. Not the 88. Never mind. TCT. Whoa, way down low on the front straightaway. Let's right along with TCT. A little bit of complaint about some stuttering from Saturn. We continue to watch this field. Traffic back here with Krieger behind. Pink and Jackson battling for 6th place. Oh, sorry, 7th place. Oh, Pink driving way wide. Jackson's gonna shut the door going into turn 3. Oh, Jitty hard into the wall, and there he goes around, lagging big time. Caution will come out. Oh, and collects Casey there at the end. Still lagging Casey right out front of pit road, and we'll have our first caution and a race back. We'll pick up the field as they come across the line. They're still racing back. Homa will get it. Top in 2nd, Saturn in 3rd. Continue so we won't get green flag stops. Let's take a look back at this one on our replay. Let's see if our altcast could get anything. If you want to watch the altcast, it is linked in the description. So Jinty's going to come flying in there out of turn or into turn 3 and go around. Unfortunately, that's the best our altcast could have gotten there. There's a big lag spike there too. That's not good. Try to see if we can get another angle on that. Take a look. Replay here. Slow it down for you. Jinty just going to come flying into turn 3, slams into the wall. This is going to be because of lag. As who's that? And then you can see the big lag spike there, and I mean that was from everybody. And then Casey, unfortunately, getting involved in this one as well. Alpha lying about what pit speed is, but I go back pacing. Pit road's probably going to be pretty full. Let's see who comes down pit road. Oh, everyone in the front, and it looks like everybody's going to be coming down pit road. No pit boxes, so it's Grab whatever you want. Alpha, unfortunately, having some technical difficulties with the pit boxes. Homer right now with the fastest time at 28.6. Jackson would be the first one out. Short stop from him is there. 4 wide coming across the line there at the end of pit road. Back on the back straightaway. We'll choose next time. Jackson will get some good field position on this restart. Be up front. We'll choose this time. Love to get the replay for you on the race. And here we go. This is what the race the replay looked like. Battle for pit lane. Very, very close. They go down the back straightaway. That's where the choose cone is. Jackson choosing the outside. CHFN also going down to the low side. As they slow up. Some indecision. They will go green this time. So Coma and Jackson on the front row. Jackson is the control car as they get into the restart zone. We are back underway here in Loudon. 3 wide going into turn 1. It was a good restart for the outside, but Jackson just not able to capitalize on it. TCT goes to the lead on the inside. 3, 4 wide coming across the back straightaway. Kind of dual file out. Jackson still caught way on the outside. Going through 3 and 4. 4 wide with Krieger on the inside. They go back out to 3. Go into turn 1. A lot of bumper bang in here. As they go into the corner, TCT is going to be able to pull away. As Krieger is going to find himself in second place with Saturn right on his outside. This field getting real mixed up, and they're still getting mixed up. Pink shooting through the inside, trying to get as many spots as possible. Gains a ton as they're almost 5, maybe 6 wide coming across the line. They're still not done racing. CHFN lost so many spots. He restarted, I believe, 4th, and now he's hanging all the way back here in 8th. So a chaotic but good restart for S-Rank Motorsports. They're 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually with Pink. Wow. Continued the battle back here for 5th place. 4 wide for a moment. CHFN on the inside. Still 3 wide back here. CHFN dives it in. Top takes advantage. Oh, Top went wide. And here comes CHFN with the switchback. So S-Rank Motorsports starting to pull away. But the battle for 5th continues on. Top now on the inside. Gonna have the best chance to take it away now. Battling for 4th place with Krieger. Oh, not able to get there. Pretty hard into the wall there as well. Ooh, Pink way down low. I'm not sure if that one's gonna be legal. They're 4 wide coming out of turn 4. And they're gonna stay 4 wide going into turn 1. How's this gonna work out? They squeeze each other. Krieger gets a run on the outside. they continue on as if nothing ever happened. Let's take a look at the guys up front. Coma with the lead, Saturn up to second, TCT dropping back to third. Not too surprised to see that Coma, I mean, obviously the dominant car of the night, is going to be kind of running laps around everybody here. Saturn's going to be trying to put up a battle, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. TCT sitting in third. No, wasn't too confident heading into tonight, but showed a lot of speed. I mean, it's shown a surprising amount of speed. Learned the line kind of late. There's still, oh man, there's still 3 wide back here. I believe Ginty retired. That'll knock us down to 11 cars in the field. Oh, who's that lagging? I saw a car way down on the apron. Not sure who that was. Take a look at the battle for a second between TCT and Saturn. It is Jackson who's complaining. Jackson's complaining about lag, but I don't think it was Jackson who went down there. Might have been Casey. No, Casey's still there. Might have been actually Jackson. It was in fact Jackson. Wow. So huge major lag spike from Jackson. Put him back in 9th. As we continue to watch the battle for second place. Pink in the trenches right now. We watch his POV. There on the right. Oh, sorry. On the right here, this is Pink's POV. He is in the trenches battling with Top. It looks like Saturn's going to be able to hold on to second place. Let's look back at Top and Krieger and CHN and Pink and now Bede. They're all battling. Saturn's at the rear. Krieger with a little bit of an advantage. And a lot of race left. We still have over or just under 100 laps to go. A lot of time left for drivers to maybe find some of that strategy. I mean, you just got to be careful, I think. You want this race to run long, especially if you're a driver back here. Strategy is everything. We saw it last season. Avento, with the undercut, was able to get over 10 seconds on Coma. And if it wasn't for his lag with 2 to go, causing a caution to come out, Avento, it would have been his. Again, Avento, unfortunately, not able to make it, having a party to go to. I know he'd rather be here than a party. Jackson working his way back up through the field as Top now with Krieger. We have a battle for the lead. Saturn able to get across around Coma and TCT. Sorry, Coma now in front of TCT. Saturn able to take this lead back. We'll take it side by side with Krieger and Top as they battle for 4th place. Saturn holding the lead. Coma's right there. Sitting right behind TCT. Being a little bit back in 3rd as Top takes 4th place. Krieger maybe going to start to fall back here. CHN right behind. Ooh, TCT up and into the wall. Could be a team. This could be team coordination as Saturn goes wide. Coma will take this one right back. See if Saturn puts up any bit of a fight as that had to be a lockup into turn 3. And that's something that's different with these cars in this track, is that you can lock it up. No other track you can lock it up, and in this case it's just lag and not the car locking up. But that is something I forgot to mention, is that you can lock it up in these cars. We see CHFan making some gains there on Krieger. But if you kind of dive it in too hard on the outside, these cars will act like they're locking their tires. If you've ever watched F1, it's kind of like that. We don't see any smoke on our end, but it's definitely not something you want to do as TCT and Saturn make some contact going down the front straightaway. Nothing really comes of it. Como will start to pull away. Top catching up. Now, Top really been showing a lot of speed as of late, and really throughout this whole season, Top has been amazing. Currently sitting right now in 4th place, catching up to TCT. Sitting right now 5th in points, has been slowly creeping up on Krieger. And even though Krieger said he didn't want to race tonight, but Top is such a threat in that top 5 in points. I mean, even though may not be the fastest car, it is still definitely worth getting those points, not just losing positions. And even Saints, who's sitting right now in 6th place in points, is not too far behind both of these guys. So unsurprising, see some speed coming from Top. Let's take a look a little bit farther back in the field. Jackson and Bede having a battle. Jackson able to get on by. Jackson, our winner at... Oh, I keep blanking on the name every time I try to say it. But the winner at Rockingham 2 weeks ago. And it's only, even though a part-time driver has been extremely impressive, currently sitting 11th in points, even though just 2 starts. Both starts have been a podium. Very impressive to see from Jackson. Not full-time, unfortunately. But, you know, kind of struggling a little bit. Had that lag. Put him back in 9th. Now slowly working his way back up through the field. Take a look at CHFan, was right on the rear bumper of blanking again, but right on the back bumper of Krieger that last time by. CHFan having a bit of a slow start to the season. One of those drivers that was really one to look out for back in Season 4 MRL. And it's just kind of been slowly dropping back in terms of performance. But as of these last couple of races, CHFan's been regaining some of that momentum, some of that former self, as here comes Jackson right on the back bumper of the 88. But, you know, CHFan slowly gaining up through the points, currently sitting in 7th place. It's going to be a really competitive season. So we'll see if 7th place is enough. We'll talk about chase cut line and all that in a moment, as I kind of try to look for what the future. The next couple of races coming up. Top of the hour, working on TCT for 3rd place. Ooh, a little bit of contact going down the front straightaway, probably just incidental. And Top takes P3. Top, just like we said just a little bit ago, working their way up through the points. Definitely one driver to look out for. TCT diving it in on the inside. Top left it wide open. Jackson in the back getting a move on with Krieger and CHFan. CHFan was past Krieger, but Krieger able to get the spot back, but Jackson getting past both of them. Continue to watch the battle for 3rd on your left and the battle for 5th on your right. Now the battle for 6 with CH Fan and Krieger. Top of the hour, complaining about lag. Maybe something that happened with TCT. TCT way down low on the exit of turn 2. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Now CH Fan diving in on turn 3 on Krieger. Got to be careful with Krieger. He's one of those drivers with a little bit of a short temper, not opposed to showing his displeasure. So if you race rough with Krieger, he will race rougher back. He's kind of catching up on these two. And the battle for 6th on your right. Battle for 3rd on your left as Jackson now coming into the picture on your left. Jackson just been on a rampage these last about 10, maybe 20 laps. It is crazy how much he's caught up. I mean, remember, just maybe 20 laps ago, he was back in 9th. Now, sitting in 5th, ready to take 4th, away from TCT. Now looking there on the inside. Let's see if we can maybe get an onboard. On board with the 67. Ooh, some contact there with TCT. The quarter panel's touching. And he clears. But TCT's not gonna give it up without a fight. Sends it in on the inside. Sends up way up the racetrack. And TCT's gonna take the spot right back. Look at how close these guys are, going down the back straightaway. Jackson, bumper to the back of the 42, and now takes the spot right back away. These two really battling. And this is just for fourth. This is just for 4th place. This is not even for a podium spot. TCT still right on the back bumper of Jackson. Another driver working their way up through the field right now is Pink. Now battling with CH Fan. Got past oh my goodness, having a stroke again. Pink able to get past Krieger, Bede, and now CH Fan. So now Pink finding some speed here as of late, as these tires start to get wore down. That caution was about 40 laps ago. Trying to get to the end of these tire runs. We'll keep our eye on it. Top of the hour with some breathing room. TCT starts to fall back away from Jackson. We'll look back at this group back here. These guys have been battling for a majority of the race. Krieger and CH Fan. Casey unfortunately having to retire. That leaves us down to just 10 cars. Unfortunate to the 12. Just won't get a start. A full start here in AIRL. A lot of time to commit to this. And of course, I mean, we're right in the middle of the NFL Week 1. This race being postponed to right when everything was starting on that second round. The Bede contact there with Krieger. Take a look back up front. Top is going to maybe get challenged here. So maybe Saturn is going to challenge Coma here. Saturn right on the back bumper of Coma. Maybe Saturn a little bit better on these longer runs. So far, no one even maybe thinking about pitting so far. Getting closer to lap 60. This lap 65 is halfway. Look at our split screen. Jackson slowly closing in as here comes Saturn on the inside. Look to maybe take that win away. Maybe look to take that lead away. Not able to get it. Maybe try. Oh, lag! Saturn lagged. Makes Coma go way out wide. Definitely not intentional, but will get the lead out of it. Top slowly closing in. Jackson slowly closing in on top. Izu's right now in the chat. Full caps commentating in the Roblox chat. Coma looking to take this lead right back away. Let's try to get some of that data in. We can see the data on a couple of the drivers. Coma currently sitting about 50% on his tires. Take a look at Pink's 53, and Dark is also at 53. So these tires getting worn down. Pit stops are soon. And Saturn's rhythm, ever since he kind of froze and sent himself in coma way up the racetrack, has broken the rhythm, he says. And oh, top! Wall pop! Out of turn number 4. Still stays right in front of Jackson, but that could have been catastrophic for the 17. Almost could have brought out a caution there as well. So we take a look at this one on our replay and watch that red McDonald's car come out of turn number 4, get into the wall, and then boom, just pops right off of it. Saturn holding on to the lead. Our first driver in pit road is going to be Krieger, and we finally get to use some new technology that I've been waiting to use all season. So Krieger on pit road. We look at their battle for the lead and our battle back here. DCT coming down pit road, as well as Bede and Pink as well. Pit stop's coming up. Jackson able to get by top. Dark now on pit road. And give me a moment. This technology is new and it takes a minute to learn. Will Jackson, Top, or anybody else come down pit road this time? It looks like this front 4 will stay out. CH-Fin also another one to stay out. Dark now out of pit road. So as we get through lap 60 or so, more drivers coming down pit road now. It'll be CH-Fan. These guys staying out, looking for the overcut, and that's interesting because last season it was the undercut that was everything. The undercut was so advantageous. Here comes Jackson, ready to come down pit road, as well as actually some of the guys up front, Saturn, Coma, and now Jackson, all coming down pit road. The leaders just picking random pit boxes. CHFN out of pit road. We'll see if this puts TCT, Top, and all those other drivers who stayed out or came in early. See if it helps. Top now in the pit road. So Top will be the last one to pit. So I apologize. I thought Top already had pit. But let's see where the leaders come out. Jackson looks like he will be the leader. TCT gets second, so the undercut working out for TCT. Yep, as the whole field kind of comes to a close. Green flag pit stops are over. That was our new technology. It's a little bit rusty. You know, it's a lot of information to get used to. But Jackson with quite the lead on the field. Not sure how he quite got it. Maybe a short stop from the 67. TCT leading the rest of the pack. Coma sitting back in third. Saturn in front of top of the hour, who's looking to maybe get a spot here. Take fourth place away. Top will clear for fourth place. Sitting back in sixth place. The field kind of now really spread out. Give you one more pit stop left. We'll see if these drivers are willing to make it to the end. Of course. Oh, Saturn dives it on the inside. Not going to give this one up without a fight. As Coma as well going to try to take second place away from his teammate, TCT. You know, Jackson just, you know, started in the, was in the back, you know, had been hanging out in the middle of the pack all race. Now up front, leading by a second, although Coma, once he gets that clean air, he's going to be going. Top able to get the spot back from Saturn. Top looking to take third place away from TCT. Right all on the bumper. And we'll make the pass. So if Top can keep this spot, they'll be, oh, never mind, not able to complete the pass through 1 and 2. Gonna try again here in 3 and 4. And Top looking for their first podium of their AIRL season as they go 3 wide. Top has to back out. Saturn taking advantage. Now looking to maybe get a couple spots here. Ooh, TCT big time on the brakes. Again, this is the battle for third. Coma maybe slowly catching up on Jackson. Oh, actually he's been lost 2 tenths that time around. It's Top and Saturn and TCT all battle for third place. Top using up the side of Saturn. Now he's going to go on the defensive line in 3 and 4. Pink starting to catch up to this group as they've been rigorously battling. Krieger experiencing some major lag in the back. He's been hitting the walls, wall riding. That time he was way down low on the front straightaway. We have to keep our eye on Krieger having some issues with lag. Back up for third place. Let's see. Saturn able to get around Top as Coma's starting to close in on Jackson. Top gonna try it again. We got a caution. Krieger spun out. Where's the caution? No caution yet. And there's the caution. Late caution on that one. Krieger spun out. He's been lagging for the last while. And so now they'll be racing back. Jackson will get the race back, and pit road's going to be busy. Only a matter of time until we saw the caution come out. See if we can take a look at what happened. And Krieger, that red 20 car has been lagging. Oh, wow, just stops turning and then slams into the wall and goes around right in front of Dark. We'll have to see if Dark has a reaction to that one. And the caution coming out very late. Let's listen in the dark. It might be a little quiet. I do apologize.
Krieger's around.
No real reaction from Dark.
Caution.
I was told Dark gave out reactions. Maybe we can listen in to the S-Rank Motorsports guys as we still just kind of wait to get going here.
I have no idea where I'm at.
You are. Oh, you're spinning in turn 3.
Spinning? As in like see you spinning?
Nope. I just came back and I'm at the road course in the infield. I just died.
No caution? There it is.
I'm okay with this.
It is bad. It froze me completely and I had no idea where I was at. I'm
I didn't know what
sorry.
to do.
I did not mean to do that shit, bro.
You could hear Yummy, who is the crew chief for S-Rank Motorsports, the one dealing out strategy, as we still are stopped on the back straightaway. Looks like Alpha will be getting in the pace car instead of Yummy. I'm not sure why that matters, but yeah, Krieger just dealing with lag big time there at the end. And control room is telling me about the technical difficulties we had with the advertising board. It is up now. It is working. I want to thank all of our totally existent sponsors. All right, here we go. Now we're going to finally start the pace. Pit road will be open. Jackson, the lead car, has always had good pit stops. We'll see what Jackson can cook. All right, everybody. Oh, hesitation from the front guys. All coming in at the last second. Trying to fake each other out. Krieger can't find a pit. Oh, sorry. CHN can't find a box. He's going to have to go backwards on pit lane to find a box. disastrous as here comes the cars coming down pit lane. They're going to have to avoid a CH van going down. Jackson off of pit lane first. Big time advantage from Jackson. So everyone else coming out behind. CH van struggling on pit road. I cannot believe it. And then there he goes. He's going to have to get himself spin around. Oh, and he hits another box. They'll stop on the back straightaway to wait for CH van. As they wait to get this last stop. Man, that is just chaos on pit lane. Now let's watch as let's look at the replay here. As everyone was coming down pit lane, CH van in that gray car. You're gonna see that there's 5 cars in front of them, and they're all gonna take the boxes, the pit boxes in front. Saturn got kind of taken out of a box there, and then CH van, that gray car comes up like, hey, I don't got nowhere to pit. Has to turn around. And then you can see Bede back there. That's that car all the way on the back. Coming down pit lane, just a disastrous pit stop for CH van. He will be at the back as we get ready to choose this time. Jackson will choose the inside this time. Coma goes out to the outside, as well as TCT, Bede, and Dark. Rest of the drivers choosing the inside lane. So that'll be Coma and Jackson up front once again. See what those two can do. We're back underway here at New Hampshire. Chaotic start to the back. Oh, Coma with a huge run on the outside. Jackson slow in the middle of the corner. This is what we saw last time he restarted up front. Now he's bouncing off the cars, trying to get down to the inside. Pink's going to have a real low entry going into turn 3. They're still slamming off of each other. Top now on the inside, looking to get some spots here. Pink to the lead for the first time tonight. 4 wide coming across the line. Almost looked like they wanted to go 5 wide as they go into turn 1. Krieger all over the back bumper of the 81. That's his teammate he's shoving. Saturn on the outside. As they continue the battle for the lead, Coma sitting back in 3rd. Jackson sending him up the racetrack to try to take it away. And Top's going to settle out back in 5th. And Top's actually going to get a warning as Pink shoving Jackson all the way down. They almost go 4 wide again down the front straightaway. And they will go 4 wide into turn 1. Top all over the back bumper of the 67. Saturn backing out. Jackson back to the lead. Although Coma with the run on the outside and help from his teammate Saturn. Going to be working, trying to work that run on the outside. Now Pink looking up there to help as Saturn down on the inside to try to take the lead away. That's not quite going to work. A lot of drivers complaining about Top riding that apron as, oh, Krieger around at the back into the wall, and caution will come right back out. Going to be racing back. It's going to be a battle up front. Jackson's going to get the lead. 3 wide for 2nd place. TCT on the inside. It's a S-Rank Motorsports sandwich as they cross the line. Krieger getting involved in this caution as well. Let's take a look back at the replay on this one. Krieger, that red car. They're 3 wide sandwich going into turn 1. And all just Krieger came down on Bede. They're not leaving enough room. CHman maybe could have came up as well. Just take a look at the slow motion replay, just the sandwich. And, you know, for Krieger going fully around, going up and into the wall, maybe could have been... could have stayed green, maybe, but it's safe to always throw the caution. Now, this is when strategy starts to become a little bit interesting. Do you come down pit lane now? Green flag pit stops non-existent for the rest of the race. There's a pace car in pit lane. We'll start pacing. Pit road will be open. Who's going to come down pit lane? That's going to be the interesting thing to see. And all the front runners look like they're going to stay out. And Bede will be the only one to come in pit lane. .45 laps to go. We'll restart with 44 or 43 to go. And what has been quite an entertaining race. It's, you know, short tracks always produce some good racing. New Hampshire, one of the staples last season. With Casual, the Poet, Coma, Pink, all making what they can do, or trying to make it as entertaining as they could. As well as Aventa with that awesome strategy call is Bede coming out of pit lane. So choose next time by. We'll restart with 43 to go. 44, 43, I don't know. We'll restart. How about that? We'll restart. No more expected pit stops for the rest of the race. See where they choose to go. Jackson stays on the inside. Coma wants to stay on that front row. Goes to the outside as well as Saturn, CH-Fan, and Dark, as well as Bede. Sorry, TCT went up there, not Saturn. 44 laps to go. Once again, the control car is the 67. To get to the restart zone, we are back underway here at New Hampshire. 43 laps to go. Pretty even start. Will Jackson get caught up in turn one? It looks like he will again. Really struggles on those restarts in turn one. Saturn will take the lead. They're 3 wide behind. Although Jackson with the outside run, looking to fight for it. Big time dive into turns 3 and 4. But Saturn with that inside lane might be able to take it away. Just can't get up there and block. Jackson holds on to the lead. Top looking to gain some positions on this restart. Now up to third. Coma getting stuck on the outside. Not able to get the run that Jackson can. Pink and Coma right behind. Saturn's going to have to try everything he's got to get around this 67, and these two both rookies this season, and this looks oddly similar to what we saw in our last race at Rockingham. Although I wouldn't say Saturn being the dominant car of the night, able to keep up with Coma there at the end. Coma was slowly catching up to Jackson. It's going to be a battle for these last 40 laps. Both of these cars also good on the long run. You got to think about it. We still got 40 laps to go this time by. Both of these guys were awesome on the long run. Jackson going from all the way in the back in 9th, 10th place up to the top 3 until we had that caution just about 20 laps to go. Saturn putting Jackson into the wall. I'll take the lead out of turn 2. See for how long, though. Jackson definitely going to be battling for this one, although might have to deal with the 17 who goes and moves him out of the way, trying to take the inside and trying to take second place away. Couldn't get it done that time by. Still got a couple corners to go, and here comes Pink and Coma closing in. Saturn pulling away. He's got that clean air. There's some bumper carring going on in the back. Not sure what happened. We stay green. Oh, Saturn lagging big time. Got into the wall. As Coma getting around Pink and Jackson for third. Coma going a little bit wide. Leaves the inside open. Although Jackson smartly doesn't really try to take advantage of it. If you try to take advantage of it, it's just an aggressive move. And you can see Jackson able to use that inside really well. Now he's going to take third place right back away. Pop catching up to the 4 as everybody kind of just bounces off of the wall heading into turn 1. Pink getting around Coma for 4th place. Let's right on board with Top as they close in on that 4 car. Now looking to the inside. Top working the inside will now take the lead, but Saturn back on the inside with the switchback. As these two battle, that gives a chance for Jackson and Coma to catch up, or sorry, Pink to catch up. Ooh, that was close coming down the front straightaway. As Krieger experiencing maybe some more lag. Gonna have to drop back. Pink and Coma able to get around Jackson. Saturn getting a big bump from the back. Still stays in front out of turn number 3. Saturn still able to kind of hold on to that lead, but Top is right there, back down on the inside. Now Top will have the lead. Coma maybe coming up for some backup to help out his teammate Saturn. Maybe try to take the win himself. Right now, Coma, I think one of the 2 drivers, no, Coma, the only driver right now with 2 wins on the season. Top looking for their first, Saturn looking for his second. Coma's going to help out Saturn on the inside, try to get him the lead, getting around Top. 31 laps to go. Was there contact there? Did Coma send Saturn? Coma now working the inside. Jackson, Pink, and now Bede closing in. Where did Bede come from? 30 laps to go here at Loudon. Pop sends it in. Coma with a beautiful switchback. Able to get the inside right back away. Bede giving a bump to the back of the 81. Talked a lot about how Bede starting to fall in the points. late race resurgence here. Maybe trying to get a top 5 finish right now, sitting in 5th. Right in front of Jackson's going to have to really work for this one. Maybe even try to get a podium. Como will take the lead here out of turn 2. Saturn will go back into 2nd, Top into 3rd. You want to talk about the dominant cars of the night. Como been able to pull away with clean air. Top, same as well. Saturn just enough to keep up with these guys. And then, of course, Jackson, one of the more powerful cars of the night. 3 wide bumper, or 3 long bumper lock there. They go 3 wide for 4th place. Pink not leaving Bede with much room. Maybe a little bit angry about how much sending Bede has done. I'm sure Pink will have some words after the race tonight. We've been live for over 100 minutes, so we've been live for quite a while. Close to 2 hours we'll probably be streaming over. These guys, you know, it's a short track. It's really repetitive. Tempers flare pretty easily here. And at these kind of tracks, still 3 wide for 4th. Top and Saturn battling for 2nd place. Jackson going out to the outside, bouncing off the wall, collects Pink a little bit there. Again, that sending is going to be an issue back here. Bede up to 4th, but the way that they're using the bumpers on each other, it's going to start to get out of hand quickly. Bede all the way down into the apron. Pink going to try to move him out of the way. Can't quite get to the, it's trying to get to the inside, can't quite get there. As Top takes 2nd place away. Oh, Saturn, big time, heavy into the wall. Huge leg for the 4. He'll drop back behind the 17. Won't use that to his advantage. Oh, maybe a little bit. The field splits in and out, kind of 4 different packs. You have these front 3, and you have these 4th on back to 6th. And then you have this group of 4 kind of hanging out towards the back. Como still leading, Top right on Coma's bumper. Of course, Saturn still giving Top a run for their money. Jackson leading this group of 3 behind the leaders. All over the back bumper, the 67. Pink in desperate need of points. I haven't mentioned this too much. No, I wasn't really expecting Pink to start, but Pink currently sitting 10th in points. I believe the cutoff is 8th in points for the chase. And with that with the win he got at Kansas, I believe, really helped him in the points. Has had such an unlucky season that Tsukuba flipped on the last lap, and a couple other times we've quote said got kidnapped. Of course, he didn't actually get kidnapped, but you know, parents intervening in these races as well as just other events. As wow, Pink just sends it in on Bede. These two might be getting a little bit angry. Maybe some feedback getting shown there. As we now see Top with the lead. With 22 laps to go, can they hold on to it? Como right on the back bumper of that 17 McDonald's Camaro. Gotta hold it for 21 more laps. Saturn complaining of lag. Jackson closing in on these front 3. Continue to watch these guys go on by. It's gonna be hard to keep up. Just focus on the leaders for now. 20 laps to go here at New Hampshire. Top still holding it, holding that lead. Of course, I mean, we've seen this before from Como last season at the later Rockingham oh my goodness. Let me try to recoup on my words here. Last season, the last Rockingham race, Como stayed behind Blaze up until the last lap. And And then those last couple of laps really applied that pressure, got into Blaze's head. It played out perfectly for Coma. Be trying to do something similar here at Loudon. Tires starting to get kind of worn down. No, it hasn't been too long since they last pit, but they're getting in kind of on the end of their strategies here. Like I said on the restart, you know, it's going to be interesting to see because it's one from the last caution to now, or to the end of the race, is about a little bit longer than what these guys have done on a run. About 60 laps, right? These cars, we saw the race analysis here. We could take a look at it again here. It's about 45. They can go 50, maybe 60. It's just that they're going to risk popping their tires. We'll see what happens. I do predict a couple of drivers to maybe come down pit road. Jackson looking in to take third place away from Saturn. Saturn just starting to lose some speed on this long run. See, maybe we could see a resurgence from Saturn here, gain some speed, but just so far been slowly dropping back. Jackson slowly catching up. These guys running as hard as they can up here. Krieger lagging in the back of the field. Again, really struggling with lag. He's already had a couple. I mean, he's already had the one lag incident. You can only have 3 without, and then on that third one, you get disqualified. So with 15 laps to go, top about a 1/10.5 in front of Coma. Saturn sitting about half a second back from top, and then Jackson about a second on back. Pete and Pink been battling for 5th place. Battling so hard that they've lost the leaders here. I want to say this now. This is a message to Krieger. Good job for showing up, Krieger. Right? Even though top up front doing really well. Even if you didn't show up, Krieger. If you didn't show up, you'd be losing so many points on top. But, you know, this is damage control, right? Of course, 13 laps to go. We bring you back to, or I say that, but if we remember back to last season at New Hampshire, Evento just had over 5 seconds of a gap on Coma with 2 laps to go, but then the lag came to him. We have laggy drivers in this field. Saturn, we know that at any moment Saturn could just have a big lag spike, slam into the wall, and spin out. Krieger's been lagging all night. Ginty's not in the game anymore, so we don't have to worry about Ginty's lag causing any incident. But of course, I mean, you still have people battling. I mean, Pink and Beat have been battling for the last 20, 30 laps. They've been pretty aggressive. You have CH and Krieger, TCT all the way in the back. TCT, not the greatest with tempers, so still a lot of race left for something to go wrong for these guys up front. And if you're top, you really don't want a caution right now. If you're anyone else, I mean, even if I was Saturn or Jackson, I don't think I'd want a caution to come out now. Yeah, I'd regroup everybody, but you guys have such an advantage up front. I don't know if I'd want to give that up. Of course, everyone else in the field probably be looking for a caution. Ten laps to go, this time by top with about 0.2 of a second on Coma. Jackson and Saturn kind of fading back. Both of them about a second on back from top. Both of them still kind of battling for third place. Coma closing in. Although I think top's going to have a little bit better of a corner. Okay, I don't know if that's quite accurate on the scoreboard there. I'm going to guess about a 10th maybe back for Coma. Top has had such an amazing season so far, even though they've only had, even though the Top hasn't had a podium yet. 3 top 5s this season out of, I think, 6 starts. Every other finish has been right up there. And especially within these last couple of races, Top has been just flying. Really giving a threat to Coma and Saturn. Guys that we've seen up front, Jackson as well, just in his 3rd start. Looking to maybe get another podium, keep that podium record going. Finishing, I mean, right now, it's finishing in podium position every time they made a start. So, we'll see what Jackson can do. There's a bumper to the back of the 4 there. And Coma is closing in as well. Got to keep our focus on the lead. Just in case, I mean, we know what Coma can do. He's sitting just right behind Coma. We've seen this before. It's just that if Coma's going to have enough tire to make any moves here at the end of this race. 6 laps to go. Also got to take into account that a tire could blow out at any moment. That's something, you know, we kind of haven't acknowledged yet, but these guys are in the percentage where tires can just blow out. They're really low. So it's a risk for everybody right now. Five laps to go at Loudon. Almost still hanging with top of the hour. Saturn and Jackson. Wow, Jackson really wide. I wonder if there was some contact there. Oh, Jackson saying my bad. Maybe Jackson had a leg spike, sent it in a little bit hard on Saturn. Four laps to go. About 3/4 separate top from Coma. The leaderboard's just obviously wrong. Jackson and Saturn side by side coming out of turn 2. Jackson's going to get 3rd place. Three laps to go. Does Coma have enough tire to maybe catch up and make some moves? He's sitting a little bit too far back, I'd say, to make a difference. Jackson still holding on to 3rd place, although Saturn looking for the switchback. But I don't know if Saturn has enough tire. Oh, Jackson sliding through turn 4. Saturn's going to get the spot back. 2 laps to go for top, and that shows you how much tire is left on these cars. Barely any. 2 to go. Can we make it back to the white? Jackson and Saturn side by side. It's going to be a close battle. Coma right on the back bumper of top as we come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. This race is finalized. Can Coma pull off a move?
White flag.
Oh, I didn't know that Dark's audio was still on. Nothing that Coma could do through 1 and 2. 2 more corners to go. Can top hold on to it? Coma try to make a little bit of a dive, but it's not going to be enough. Top is going to get their first win in AIRL here at Loudon. Jackson gets 3rd. It is a close battle, though, for 3rd. First win, first podium for the 17. I want to show you how close the battle was for third place coming across the line. As there's Coma congratulating Top. Coma gaining a lot of respect for the 17 over these last couple of races. But here's the replay. That's how close the battle was. Jackson just able to get it in front of Saturn. So Jackson keeps up the record of finishing in the top 3 all starts, all of his starts. So unfortunately, Top without a microphone, but we'll start to burn it down here at Loudon. Their free cam out there. Woo! We'll let Top continue to do their burnouts. Oh. Still going. Oh, is Top going to the victory lane now? I think so. There's Ron, also in victory lane, team owner for JR Motorsports, or Junior Motorsports. I don't quite remember. Oh, that could have been bad. Congratulating his driver, Ron, the owner of JR Racing, celebrating with the driver. So unfortunately, Top without a microphone will have to go talk to a different driver. Let's go and get second place finisher, someone who is probably not disappointed. Let's get Coma up here and interview him. Coma, I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm guessing it's not disappointed.
Then you're wrong.
Oh, you're disappointed? Really? Tell.
There's not much to say. I fucking suck. I mean, he made mistakes, and rather than taking advantage of them, I would just make mistakes the same way and lose the fucking gap. And then I tried to set him up 1 and 2, and I went wide, like I had been the past few laps, and then I wasn't there in 3 and 4, and he blocked off the dive pretty well, and fucking took it. I mean, I feel like this is my race to win. Obviously, I had competitors, but moving up the field, race pace, I feel like it was mine to take away. And Top just had so much better pace on the long run. I don't know what he figured out, but he figured out something, and it paid off dividends for him. Made sure to give him my respects. There's not many people who can just outpace me like that, so big congrats to Top. He definitely deserved it with that run he put on the end. Controversial driver, to say the least. Not too many people were happy with him. I didn't really see that much because he didn't interact with me a whole lot up until me catching him. But I know he didn't make a lot of friends in the VC. But yeah, congrats to Top. I didn't have it today.
In terms of other drivers that, kind of surprising, thoughts on Jackson? Was able to go from 10th all the way up to battling with you guys up in the lead. Thoughts on the rookie Jackson on their third start?
Jackson's a sleeper. I mean, some people shit talk him, me included, because of Auto Club. Kind of wrote him off as just a bumper driver, just like kind of like a James Hunt where he just pushes everyone out of the way and just kills them. But he brought it back at Rockingham, really cleaned up his act, and got the win. So yeah, once he did that, then I kind of gained some more respect for him, and we saw it here today. Jackson also kind of a little bit of a sender, like Top, but they're both very aggressive drivers. It was expected, but not to a horrible degree. It's a short track, kind of. It acts as it's flat. It's basically a big North Wilkes Pro, so the bumper's going to be used, and they took advantage of that for sure. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say expected from Jackson because in my eyes he's not quite that driver yet to where he can just pull up and get a top 3. But yeah, definitely very impressive from him.
Right, and then I'll let you round it out with performance of the team all around. I think TCT and Krieger were kind of struggling there in the back as of late. Pink having some battles with Bede. I mean, from a team owner's perspective, how was the team today?
It kind of felt a little like Rockingham. I mean, we were up front battling each other. We did get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at one point for multiple laps, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, me and Saturn were able to get out, and they kind of got stuck a little bit. Pink had a hell of a time with Bede. They're still going on about it as we speak, so I've got to look back at that, see what was going on. But Bede had fresher tires, and Pink was still catching him, and Pink... At one point, we said, we could use a caution. It's okay for you to spin Bede if he's that much of a hazard. So, yeah, Pink was definitely on the verge of causing a madness, but we kept it together. But yeah, TCT and Krieger still need to work a little bit on just moving through the field. Krieger has just been suffering through lag all day. I mean, complete screen freeze, just like frozen in time kind of lag. So the fact he was able to get what he did out of it was pretty impressive. Unfortunately, this is going to knock him out of the top 5. Top is probably going to take 4th place, maybe even 3rd. I don't know what the gap was to him in TCT. Saturn might get moved. I don't know where he finished. I know it was in 3rd.
4th.
Because he also, he had a lag spike coming to the white. So yeah, he got 4th. So still not bad at all. And, I mean... 2nd's not bad either, but I hate losing, especially to just raw pace, which is why it barely ever fucking happens, because I lose my shit when it does. So, some things to learn, but on a happier note, I am unbelievably excited to go back to Long Beach. It's probably going to be absolute chaos, but I am going to be there for it. I cannot wait.
Right, well, I guess since now you didn't win today, next week you're going to be really trying to win that one. So, anything else to add on for tonight, Goma?
S rank on top, but not this week. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, thank you, Goma. So you can. Am I moving you? You know what? I'm going to move you back. All right, there we go. So that was Coma finishing 2nd place. We heard a little bit of it there about Bede and Pink. Oh, what did I click? Let's just try to find Pink here. Pink finishing a little bit farther back. Pink, where are you?
Oh, hi.
Where are you, Pink?
End of the pit road.
Oh, end of pit road. Okay.
Yeah.
People are everywhere. All right, Pink. Whoa. I know that there was a lot of battling going on there at the end with Bede. Maybe give us our viewers a little bit of insight into that battle. And we heard that you were getting really fed up with Bede.
He had fresher tires, so I was trying to play a defensive game, but I tried to be this nice racer, even if I get sent. I just don't try to escalate things, but today it was just a lot of sending, and I got fed up with it. So I said, if people are gonna send me, I'm gonna send back. So B sent me, I sent him, he sent me, I sent him. And then he cleared himself, got a gap. I caught back up, moved him out the way. He tries to move me twice, then I beat him back to the line. Yeah, of course I'm gonna confront him about it, because he had newer tires than me, and I still caught him, and passed him, and in front of him, and beat him to the line. But now everybody's acting like I'm the bad guy because for one race in my whole career, I decided to not take any crap from these guys, and all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. So, you know, if you're gonna send and you think people are not gonna send you back, then just don't send if you can't take the send, I guess. These guys are just off, you know. I try to be whoa. Who took my car?
Who
Well,
did take
there you
it?
go. You can have it. Whatever. But yeah. I'm just tired of these guys sending me and acting like I'm not here. I got cleared. If you see at Kansas, I got cleared like 2 times, like I wasn't even there, like I'm invisible. So maybe this time people will actually see me. You know, sometimes you gotta make people feel your presence, or else they're gonna keep running over you. So, you know, it doesn't bother me much that he's mad at me, but I got the better position, so that's all I care about.
Right, and with that top 5, it definitely will help you in terms of points. How confident are you to get into the chase this season and with points? I mean, let's see, people in front of you, uh, Avento, who didn't show up today, Bede, who you did finish in front of, and then who is that? An NCH
I have
fan.
no idea. Hell, I just got these people, these guys. CH. That's not CH. Whoever that is. I don't know who that is. A random guy. I just got blown up, but still a lot of work to do. And you know, if I just keep getting top fives, top threes, you know, if I can maybe sneak in another win, we might be able to make it in like we did last season. So I just gotta keep going, keep being consistent, and um, we should get there, hopefully. But I don't get killed.
All right, well,
I just,
where are you, Pink? that nuke kind of.
um,
Oh, you're back to where you are. Who's next to you?
yeah.
Who is that?
Wait, hold on.
What's their username? Hold on.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
What's Izu? Hold on, I got it.
Who's this guy? Oh,
All right.
see off to.
All right. So anything else to add on to tonight? Thanks. Sorry for all the people these days.
Um, what happened? Where did Coma finish?
Second.
Second? I'm sure Coma's not gonna be happy about this. His second place. He seemed really upset after losing. Good race by Saturn, even though he had lag spikes. We just need to get him better Wi-Fi at this point. Krieger, TCT, they were just straight up getting touched, and I got hold with the top five, I think, or was it sixth? I don't know. But
Fifth.
anyway, it's top five, good result, and hopefully I can do it again next race.
All right. Thank you, Pink. That was Pink finishing 5th place in the race, having a little bit of altercation with Bede there at the end. Both of them giving each other a little bit of feedback. All right. Last interview for tonight. Let's talk to one driver who probably has a lot on their mind and was dealing with a lot of lag throughout tonight. Krieger, probably not the race you would have wanted, but you know, a point stay nonetheless. You were explaining, we saw it, right? The lag. How bad really was it for you throughout tonight?
Like, what really kept ruining me was I'd start exiting high, which you don't like want to exit near the wall. But I kept having like it wasn't the worst spike I got is when I spun, because that's like when I smacked the wall. Like I was only in turn 2, and I came back and I'm at the road course in turn 4. I'm like, what just happened? But it was like a constant like little spike after little spike, and it kept hitting me. It would always get me in the corners. Like on the stretches, I'd let off and like just coast to make sure I didn't kill anyone. But like whenever I'd get in a corner, get me, I'd always end up hitting the wall. It wasn't unbearable where I couldn't drive, but it got to the point where I started falling back because of it.
Yeah, me personally, never deal with lag, but I can imagine that is really annoying. How about the rest of the race for you? When you weren't lagging, how was the race for you? You were kind of hanging out mid-pack. You were up front at the beginning of this race, and then you're kind of stuck with traffic there at the end.
It wasn't bad. I'm more disappointed at the fact that I feel like I probably could have done better. I didn't get the most practice out of anyone. I've had a really busy week, so I knew coming into the race, I wasn't expecting myself to get a good finish. But when I started running in the front and we had S rank 1 through 5, I was like, hold on, we might actually have a good chance. Then people caught. One thing that was annoying was ascending, which I feel like almost everyone did it, but there was a couple of people that kept doing it constantly. CH wasn't really bad. He was actually more relaxed, but it's just where I got caught with him at the end. Top was just, oh my god. I don't know why he was sending so much. I hope it was just lag, because like I know a couple people were getting lag, but I feel like I had the most out of everyone. But like for the whole race, it wasn't like it was good racing, but I'm just more disappointed at myself than anything else.
Fair enough. So in terms of points, Krieger, this will likely drop you down maybe to 5th in points. Are you worried about you in the point standings for the chase coming up, or are you still pretty solid in your opinion?
I feel like I have a good chance to make the chase as long as I stay active enough and I don't miss. If the races stay on Sundays, I'll be more happy because, as most people know, I'm busy on Friday nights and I'm probably gonna be like way more tired on Saturdays. So as long as the races stay on Sundays, I'll be completely fine. But like with all the points, even I'm fine with dropping, but I feel like I have a decent chance to still make the chase. It's not like I'm in like the very back. I'm still right there, like at the bubble to fight for it. But I think I'll end up making the chase.
All right, Krieger. Anything else to add on for tonight?
Long Beach next week. I know it doesn't say it on the schedule, but Long Beach next week. I kind of can't I know Como. I haven't talked with Como about this, but like that's actually one of the tracks I like. Okay, CH. I don't know who's in that car, but the last time I got to run it was in an Indy car, but I still like Long Beach a lot. But other than that, just hopefully get better than next week.
All right, thank you, Krieger. And that will wrap it up here in New Hampshire. We want to thank you all for watching, and congratulations to Top for getting the win tonight. Maybe not the cleanest driver to get it, but I think this one was a long time coming. So, again, we want to thank you all for watching. Want to thank you all for sticking with us, even on the first week of the NFL. Next week at Long Beach, as you've heard, it's going to be chaotic. That was the first race we streamed last season on T-Men Sports, so a little bit of a special one, that one. So, that'll wrap it up here in New Hampshire. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week.